Hey, thank you for the bell. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I put it again. So okay, I think we're live now. Hello YouTube. Sorry about being late on YouTube. I apparently I failed somewhere along the way. I tried going live on YouTube, but it didn't happen. But now we are live. I think 100%. Maybe. This is 100% maybe. So, welcome. Yes, we're live now, says Isachi on our Twitch chat. Let's go. Thank you. Hey, how are you beautiful people on YouTube? I hope you have had a good start of the week. We are here developing our beautiful game of Shadows of TUONELA and the alpha. The alpha is coming. And I just realized a better way. I just basically realized a better way of handling things. And we had a problem with how equipment was shown. It wasn't basically syncing right. And I think we fixed it. I think we fixed it now. I think we did. So let's get into it. Let's get testing. I think we fixed it. I could be wrong. We're just gonna comment this out. And basically everything is handled now through the equipment, because I got a little piece of logic here that goes through the network list that we have as equipped, and then it goes through all of them and setups them accordingly. Hey, Garrett is here. How's it going, cutie? How's it going? Hey, well, we're just chilling. We're just chilling, trying to get things working. I had a slow start today. I started the stream at 12. It's one of those better things when working, you know, alone. Yeah, everyone. Now put your bottoms. What is it? Like close your shirts buttons and put some mint if you have a smelly breath. Put some deodorant. Current is here. All right. We gotta behave. Everyone behave. All right. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna test it out. And before I forget, we do need to do one reference. So inside the inventory parent, I need to know about equipment handler. And that's basically it. Does it work? I have no idea. Let's first start by self-hosting. Ame did a bed layout analysis. Why did you sleep like that? I did. I actually drew this beautiful reconstruction of our arrangement, and I explained why I slept so bad. And this is us. This is me, and this is Garnet, and that's our son taking all the space. Taking all the space. All right. Let's try this out, shall we? I admit nothing. I don't remember a thing. All right. So here's our character. We got a little bit of equipment. Let's see if they still equip. Yeah, they equip. You can do all these things. Nice. Now let's try it in a multiplayer version. Can you tell these kids here to behave too? Oh wait, that's my job. Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I have no idea how you do it. I would be so horrible in kindergarten, man. Like I would become like I think I would be jailed in a couple of weeks. Like all the parents would be like, "Hey, this guy has nothing to do. Like we want nothing to do with this guy. Like he's just grabbing people, grabbing our kids and putting them in closets." Respect my authority. Exactly. So we're hosting on this guy. Let's name him host. And then on the second guy, we're gonna join as a client, and we're gonna see where we're at. So this guy is gonna be called client, and we got two guys, and let's change this into the game plus scene, make this half screen, and now we can like see what's going on. Okay. So the host is putting on red robe, And it shows. It shows. If I put on black sword, it shows. It syncs. All right. If this guy puts on a cyan robe, it shows. Yeah, baby doll. All right. So that's cool. Now, let's try so that if I disconnect from the client and I join now to a session that is already going, am I going to see gear? Am I going to see equipment? I am. Fuck yeah! 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 That's big. That's big. So we see everything correctly. Let's see if PvP works. So I'm gonna go fight myself. I'm gonna attack as the client. But first, let's put on some gear. So I'm gonna put on red robe and a cyan sword. I was as smooth and nice as your game character. Oh yeah! E-boys here as well. Good day. Garrett says that I'll do it with threats and fear. I mean with the latest pedagogical guidelines. Really, today's been fine. We went skating and that was actually really fun. Nice. Yeah. Garrett's really good on ice on skates. Like she used to do figure skating in quite high level, so she's really good. Garnet rope, yeah. I think we're gonna change the names at some point, so they're not gonna be just like a red robe and cyan robe. They're gonna be like garnet and maybe like jade or something like that. Okay, so who do you guys think will win, client or host? Client technically has like a huge advantage because client has a cyan sword. Time for SF 6002 electric work safety card course. Boring. Isn't this the exact thing you did like a year or two ago? Isn't this like the exact same thing? So Ipa. Tsemppiä. All right, let's attack. We're attacking the host. Boom. 0 0 0 0 1 0. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, the reason why we're getting a whole lot of zeros is that, the red robe is basically making it very hard to get through. But client is getting through now. Client is getting through, host not so much. And I think this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. The hits go a little bit out of sync after a while. Oh, client won! And we got all of the gear. Let's see when we loot. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah! Yeah! And this guy is like, I have no gear. By the way, he still spawned in wrong place. So we didn't figure that out. We didn't figure that out. It's a kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame. But the guy has nothing. And everything seems to be working perfectly. Except that I can't attack that guy. What the hell? Why can't I attack that guy? Never mind, I can. Never mind, I can. Never mind, I can. Let's try to attack. Maybe it was the wilderness. So is there a problem attacking here? Yeah. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? I can't attack here. Okay, so that's a bug. That's a bug. I don't know what that's about. So, we got a couple of bugs. So let's do a bug list again. Rug list. No, it's a bug list. First of all, teleport doesn't take you home for some reason. And then the second one was can't attack bots in wilderness. Like, this is not a huge deal. This is not a huge deal because there's not gonna be bots in the wilderness, most likely, for this version. But I don't know like why this would be the case. So let's fix, or let's push some mood mood player or changed player folder name into a player so that it's always at the top in folder hierarchy. Fixed an issue where equipment wasn't handled correctly, and now it seems to network perfectly. That's basically it. Created a new item or equipable equipment type category for error item. Nice. Nice. Thanks, Isaseji. Thanks. It seems to be working now. All right, so I think that was like no stream here. No stream here. Okay. So let's think about the bugs. Can't attack bots in the wilderness. Why? So I think that's a combat manager issue. Let's take a look at combat manager real quick. So check combat eligibility. So we're taking a look at player positions. And then we're taking a look at the cooldown dictionary. And okay, so we are doing this. Why though? Why are we doing that? Is the bot north side of the gate? Why? Why? I don't really understand that. I think we ought to like turn this around really. Hey Vatsky, good day. I don't think this makes any sense whatsoever. So let's just comment that out and do if player 2 state is bot and just turn it around. Just turn it around. So if we are not fighting a bot, are we in the PvP zone? And we're gonna do this. So basically, this means that we are not in PvP zone, as far as I know my documentation. And that's basically it. That's basically it. All right. So that's good stuff. How's Watsky doing? I think that ought to have fixed the bug, but let's just make sure. Let's make sure. There's a couple things we could do and look into. So now we should be able to fight this guy. Yeah. We can fight this guy. See if we can fight someone who's even northern. Who's even like further up north, like this guy. Yeah. He's got nothing on us. Boom. We're really like hitting weakly. Okay, so that's fixed. Work meeting's done and should get some actual work done too. Nice. Nice. Okay, so that's done. So the teleport still doesn't work, which is weird. Let's see if anyone else has seen that similar bug. So Unity netcode for game objects teleport doesn't work as intended. Insane work ethic you guys have. Teleport is not working as intended. Are you using a character controller? If so, that it keeps its own internal state for position and interact. What did I press? What did I press? I pressed something. Fucking hell. I think I closed down some comment and I can't find what it was. Was it this one? No. God damn it. I lost the comment. Oh, sometimes I hate these super responsive and overdeveloped social media sites. Like even when I'm using TikTok, like there's literally like 20 different places you can tap and it's gonna do something. Like I kind of miss the days when you were browsing something, you could like get away with pressing something and holding and just like pressing or like dragging whilst holding, and you could do like these little fidgets. And these days, if you do it, like you're gonna be like sent to high heavens. You're gonna be like redirected 10 times if you do a little simple gesture, because everything's so like super designed, super developed. Okay, I think this was it. So, are you using character control? If so, that keeps its own internal state for position and interacts badly with network transform, effectively resetting the position, disable it and move and then re-enable it. This was the problem I had with teleport spell in network game. I think this could be the reason. It interacts badly with network transform. Effectively resetting the position, disable it, move, and then re-enable it. Update, it worked. Reintroducing client-server RPC worked. I'm going to update the original post in case anyone is dumb as me and encounters the same issue in the future. Somebody has a rigid body, so they needed to use move position instead. That is weird. But hey, Schleng, so you were talking about work ethics. So what do you think about like the work ethic in Singapore? Do you guys have like a normal kind of, or how would you like rate it in a world perspective? Do you guys think that you work there harder than, let's say, some of your neighbor countries, or do you work less? How do you see it? So what I think the problem is with the teleport, that it could be some of the like some of the components kind of like fighting it. But then again, I find it a little bit odd that it always teleports to the like particular place. Which doesn't like seem right. But we can do something like, so here we're basically like teleport player to start. So we are doing this, handling this on server. Default spawn position, network transfer, teleport. Let's ask AI, like, does this have a chance of being in like, I think we have the chat here. I'd like to continue this chat. So I'm still having trouble with the teleportation. It's odd because the value of the default spawn position is correct, and I even tried to hard code it into the teleport with the same values, and the player still ends up short in the teleportation position change. Is there a chance that maybe the values are local scale, local position or something? Or maybe there could be some other Unity netcode for game object component that is fighting the position change. Yeah. So let's see what the AI says. It's unusual that the teleportation is in position in the object as expected even after hardcoding the value. Unity's teleport function uses global position, not local position, so it shouldn't be an issue with the local position unless some parent's object transform affects the game object. Still, the network transform operates in global space to my knowledge. Here are the things you might need to check. Check for opposing forces. Ensure that there are no other scripts of physics forced like rigid body or character controller. Yeah, I think we could do that. I think we could do that. So I think we ought to like try to let's disable some components when teleporting. I don't know if because this happens on server again. So how this is gonna be, but let's try it. So I think we have like character controller here, and we're just gonna do like obviously it wasn't. So do we have character controller here? No. Okay. Get component character controller enabled. False. Hey, look, it's the bot spamming at this exact same hour. Thank you, Keeter. Yeah. No clue. No clue where the issue is. And it's a bitch. It is a bitch. But I'm starting to feel pretty good about our alpha testing. There's still a couple more things I want to explore. I think we ought to do some testing for the crafting and salvaging. All right, so let's have a look at what we're up against. The health bar shouldn't. There is no character control attached to player prefab new clone. Oh, is it player controller? What is the actual like? I forgot about the script name. It's player controller. My bad. So is there like a mention of player controller now? Okay. Let's try that again. By the way, guys, how do you feel about the people who have been coding for years and years? So I haven't been coding that long yet. I've been coding for like I don't know, 3 to 4 years, I suppose. So I'm still fairly like rook. So how do you guys feel that I've been coding for like 5, 10 years plus 15 years, 20 years? How do you feel about it? Because I still have this pretty epic feeling about coding. Just feels cool. It's not as magical as it was when I first started, but it's pretty cool, you know? It's pretty cool. Alright, so put me in my place. Boom. There's no character controller. Fucking hell, did I just... I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Hackerman. Yeah, kind of like a Hackerman, yeah. It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing, really. How's Waka doing, by the way? Good day. By the way, Waka, I have a personal question. How many hours roughly do you watch Twitch each day? Because I have a feeling you're here all the time. Like I think it was Slippo streaming yesterday or the day before, and I remember you being there as well, and it just feels like you are very active on Twitch. Only watch you as Slippo. Okay, so I get like a totally misrepresentative. Yeah, alright. Put me in my spawn. Boom. Okay, so where did I spawn? No difference whatsoever. No difference whatsoever. This is the weirdest thing in my opinion. This is the weirdest thing. Do you guys like understand what I'm going through here? I think we ought to disable some more shit, so we're gonna disable NavMesh agent as well. Helgeir! Good day. So let's do NavMesh agent as well. And NavMesh agent. I'm just gonna like start disabling things until it makes sense. I don't know if this is actually like... If this is like even remotely the case. I have no idea. It's a great feeling, like masterminding puzzle pieces in a massive puzzle. Yeah. Actually, on Unreal, I have never had this problem, but then again, I use spaghetti. Yeah, I have had this issue. Yeah, not in like this kind of like networking framework, but I had the same thing, a really similar thing happening on Photon that we use for Paradise Tycoon. Is the fact that like network, like these, you know, authorities and who gets to teleport and shit. It's a mess. It is a mess. Alright, so what happened now? Hey! Woo! I made it, guys! Fuck yeah! So it was the freaking NavMesh. It was the agent. It was the NavMesh. Alright. So I found the bug for your future references. It was NavMesh agent a component that was fighting the teleport. Now you can teach the future generations of how to fix this bug. Godspeed. That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing your finding. Alright, so he's talking about something shit. I'm not gonna do that. I figured it out. Don't play the high horse on me, you stupid AI piece of rock. You piece of shit. Alright, sorry for being a little bit arrogant, but he tried to like be knowledgeable after not finding it out, like figuring it out. Alright, so we're disabling those. We probably don't need to disable the player controller, but yeah, let's just do them. Ay. Okay, so we fixed it. PogChamp. Now, a couple more things we gotta figure out. So right now we don't have any rating requirements for crafting, and I don't think we're gonna introduce it to this version of the game. It's gonna come to the beta as well. It would require some new UI and a little bit new logic. Hey, Krasmi! Nice to see ya. That's a cool emoji. Oh my god, that is a really nice looking emoji. Is it a dragon? Nice. Hey, how's it going, Krasmi? How are you doing? The development is coming together very nicely. Thank you for asking. Now I'm just like wondering, what do we have left to do? So basically, we are just doing like these last little changes and a lot of testing before we release our alpha version of the game. And we're gonna do a public playtest session, basically. But I think, basically, well, let's try it out in actual multiplayer setting. This is something we learned the hard way, is that when you're self-hosting, things don't seem how they actually are in the multiplayer setting. Yes, it's a dragon, it's me. Hey, that's really cool. Are you a streamer? Are you a streamer, my friend? Nice to meet you. My name's Ame. Vaka says that so Ame is first to go when our Lord and Savior AI comes to power. Yeah, like a deep seek is gonna come seek real deep within us. All right, so let's host on this guy, and this is gonna be called the hostess, and then we're gonna have another client. This is gonna be the client boy, and we are gonna be client 2, and let's make this, and let's just play test for a while. All right, so let's farm some of these on both of these characters and see how the game feels in this sense. So I'm taking a blueberry there. I got some red berries. Gonna try to steal this guy. How come it feels like I stole his red berries? It felt like I stole the red berries. Am I completely losing my mind? Try to be, while also try to be a producer. Damn. Alright, so can this guy? No, you can't take the berries, but this guy can. Yeah, alright, so that seems about right. Hey, tell me all about it, Krasmi. So, you're a producer? Are you like a video game producer? What kind of things are we talking about? Let me know. So I've been a solo dev for like 5 months now. This is my first project, and it's also kind of like my dream project. So I did the oopsie that nobody should do. So I started off with my dream project. It's a multiplayer game, which has been a pain in my hairy ass. It's been like a big pain. And we have this guy in our chat called Vakacha, who has been teasing me that are we gonna go back to single player? Are we gonna go back to single player yet? But no, I must be you know, like I must persevere. Join us. We have simple logic cookies. Yeah, you could do like one event system and it would handle all of the things in the game. It would be so good. All right, so we got a black robe. Nice stuff. I got some berries. Berries seem to work. Yes, I'm studying game production at AMK. So we have a fellow Finn. Ei, torille, mitäs kuuluu? Ootko mistä päin Suomeen? Writing my thesis and then graduate. Nice. Damn. That sounds like awesome. Are you, I think there's a couple places you can study game development here in Finland. I think one is Kajaani, and I think there's another one somewhere south. Can't remember if is it like, what was it like? Kouvola. I think, yeah, I think it was Kouvola, yeah. All right. right, things are looking good. But hey, nice to would be nice to network if you want to do that. Us game devs, we're I'm not gonna say we're a dying breed because we're not, but it's definitely like it's tough out there. It's tough out there. We gotta help our buddies, you know. Le Finnish Dragon. Mä jälleen Uudellamaalla ja Kajani Amkissa 5th year of Kajani Amki. Damn. Nice to meet you, dude. Nice to meet you. All right, there we go. Things are looking really good. Things are looking really good. I think we're like getting to the place where we can start testing this with a dedicated server soon. And that's kind of like another layer where things can break, because once you have that remote distance, it's gonna make things laggy. It's gonna make things break. So we gotta get to that part. I think we're gonna start with that tomorrow. So tomorrow is Wednesday, as far as I know. We're gonna start testing with the actual dedicated server. Everything seems to be working fairly well. Like I'm actually like really happy. Okay, let's hack ourselves and equip some stuff. And we're gonna equip some stuff on this guy as well. Nice. This guy is one-shotting these. We are really cooking. All right, let's swap the places. Let's try to kill the hardest mobs now. See if we can do that. See if we can pull that off. The health bar still disappear, so let's put that. So health bar disappear. Mid-fight. Disappear. Mid-fight. This is not... I love the turning animation when you when the NPC turns 180. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, the Exorcist kind of thing. Definitely gotta give that a little bit of more love in the future. All right, let's see how we do here. So these are the harder mobs. They are actually the hardest mob in the game right now. They are the hardest mobs in the game right now. We're already connected in LinkedIn. Damn! Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, sorry, I have a bad memory. I actually have a horrible memory. So the chances are you've been here 10 times and I'm just like, hey, nice to meet you. So I'm sorry about that. It's nothing personal. I just have a lousy memory. Like, holy shit, I have bad memory. I actually I went to the gym with my buddy, with my longtime buddy. Started going to the gym together. I think we had like our third. The white food is the droplet of TUONELA. It's the best food in the game. It looks like glue. Yeah, you sniff some glue, you get a lot of HP. So this is it. It's behind my webcam, so you can't see it. But, it's the last item. It's the droplet. It's supposed to be like silver, I suppose. But yeah, so I was at the gym with my buddy, and basically I started talking about some thing that he said that I'm bringing up like every year, and then I was like, I had no recollection that I have been like just talking about the same shit all the time. So it was a little bit of a bummer, you know. Oh shit, the guy died. Okay, so what happens now? There's stuff on the ground. Can I loot them? I can! That's actually kind of like working as intended. That is actually working as intended, can you imagine? So if bot kills a player, the stuff that drops are gonna be free for all. So that's really cool, man. That's really cool. There is one thing that is really hard to try out here, and is the fact that if a player kills another player, what happens with the loot? So we gotta test that out. So we can see that we can like actually pick our own stuff up if everything is correct, but it's not. Everything is not correct. What's going on? So there's the green sword, but I can't pick it up. What about this guy? Yeah. So what was that? Why can't I? So I can't pick up my own stuff. I cannot pick my own stuff up. Why? Why though? Is it because last October? Damn. Oh no, says Vatsky. So I'm just trying to like figure it out, like what's going on here. So obviously you should be able to pick up your own stuff. I have a feeling like is it because, so basically this hostess guy died, and then this client guy tried to pick it up, and how it works is that we're basically trying to add it into inventory, and if the inventory is full, it's gonna like drop it back to the ground. So I have a feeling like what if that kind of like changed the ownership? So you can just like tag stuff to you. That's not really healthy. That's not really healthy now, is it? So yeah, we can't pick these items up. So that is a bug. I don't want it to be like that. So it's kind of like a tricky situation, isn't it? So when player A dies, he can't pick the items back. And this is true only in probably some scenario. I think if the player just dies, I think he is going to be able to like take that stuff back. It's just the fact that if you know that somebody tries to pick it up. So let's actually like, I dropped that stuff, so can this guy pick it up? No. Yeah, I think that's actually quite alright. Somebody would be stealing your items if you actually accidentally drop them. Okay, so let's die. Let's die real quick and see what happens. Alright, so that guy died. A lot of stuff dropped. Very nice. Now, this is the guy who died. Let's try to pick some of that stuff up. Hey buddy! It is our friend from the West neighbor. How's it going? Matt Chirpy, nice to see you. Hey, I hear you guys got sabotaged as well. Like, you're one of us. Like, we had 2 cables cut in mysterious ways. I think it was like month or 2 ago or something like that. And now I hear like a data cable in between of Sweden and Latvia got cut. So you're one of us. One of us. Okay, so can we pick our own stuff up? We can. We can. Okay, so let's try the... Can I pick them up? I can. So that is working as intended. So I suppose that is only like... I suppose the only thing really that is wrong here is the fact that... it's the fact that if somebody has their inventory full and they go and like tag them. Maybe only host can pick every item. Client can only pick their own. That is a valid concern. It could be the case. It's really hard to like say here that if there are some host versus client logic. It is true. And I think those kind of like rules or bugs are gonna like show themselves in the playtest session. Wait, shit, is that why my internet got messed up yesterday? Lamau didn't even know. That's totally it, yeah. But hey, Matchup, how you been? We are doing some freaking playtesting on the network and it's horrible. Okay, so what happens if we try to pick up? Let's try to like figure it out. So basically, we have the try to pick up my a method here. So we're going into here, and we're basically like clicking the item that is on the ground, and we're seeing if we can find the drop data. Yeah. And if the drop data is not null, we're gonna go into here and check out the player who is picking it up. And then if the player state is not null, then we're gonna check out if the drop data player network is not null. So basically, if we have assigned a player that kind of like owns it. So if it's not null, then we're gonna go through. If it is null, this is actually, yeah, I think I need to write this I need to write this again because it always confuses me. So basically, if the player network is null, then we're gonna go through. If it's not null, then we're gonna check this out. So if it's not null, then we're gonna check if the network ID is the same as we have set in the drop data. I really gotta like break this. I gotta break this down because this is one of those things that, yeah, it's in a one line. It's like technically pretty efficient code, but it just doesn't go well with my brain. And that is I think it's the most important thing when writing code is that you gotta be able to read it. And every time I read this, I get confused. I get confused, man. So let's write that again. So then we are taking a look at the item that was dropped, and then we handle adding it into inventory. And I think the problem is actually in here. Write code which the producer can read. Yeah. I think a lot of like newbies, I think this is kind of like you know, like the meme. Do you guys know the meme? Let's do a meme time, all right? Normal distribution meme. Let's yeah, this guy. All right, are you ready? Are you ready for a meme time? So you have simple code is good. Then you have the normal distribution, like the median Andes, who are gonna be like, no, you gotta write complex and more abstract code to be efficient, like something like this. And then the pros are gonna be like, simple code is good. This is the meme. This is the meme that I came up with right now. And yeah. Do you guys agree? Paste? Yeah. Yeah, this is how it is, guys. This is how it is. So when I'm looking at the freaking one line of code there, that's what I had in my mind. Public void handle item adding into inventory. Okay, so I think this is where it readable code is best. Yeah, yeah. You could like do that as well. So what we're doing is we are taking a look at the item again. Then we are checking if it's stats. Yeah, and then we are checking if the inventory is full. So here's the problem. Probably. Here's the problem most likely. So if our inventory is full, we are spawning on the ground with our network object. So this is the issue. So we are setting the ownership. We are setting the ownership. So this raises a question. This raises a question. By the way, guys, if anyone doesn't mind, and if someone is like bored, do a clip of that meme. I think it would be a good clip. So this raises a question, and the question is: there's kind of like there's many scenarios when items are dropped into the ground. So for example, if a player, so there's a player, this is the player A, if his inventory is full, so inventory is like completely full, and then he unequips item. If he unequips his items, what happens? Because right now they spawn to the ground. They go to the ground. And they have ownership, so it means that only he can see that. Or he can pick it up. Everyone's gonna be able to see that, but only he can pick it up. And I think that's kind of good, you know? Like you're just like, you misclick and somebody doesn't steal your stuff. But it's not that, I guess it's not that serious. You kind of like fucked it up yourself. So it would make sense to have the ownership there, I believe. Then again, this would be kind of like a way to drop things to your friends if it didn't have ownership. But then we actually had an issue. So if there was stuff lying on the ground, so there was like a sword on the ground, this guy with the full inventory can try to pick it up and make it his own. He can like kind of like steal, like he can like really steal or bully people, like tagging it as his own. That's an interesting thing. I don't like. What would be the best case? Should there be no ownership in these dropped items? No, because then there's another scenario. So if the player A goes to craft something, if they craft like a dragon sword and their inventory was full, it's gonna go to the ground. And if it doesn't have ownership, somebody's gonna like, yoink, mine. So that's kind of bummer. And that's kind of a bummer. So is this a huge deal? Is this actually a huge deal that somebody just like tags stuff? I think it's a little bit of a bummer, really. I think it's a little bit of a bummer. I think you can grieve with that. So let's try to fix that. So how do you fix it? Well, I suppose we need a kind of like a different version of this. I suppose we kind of need like a different version of this. So handle item adding into inventory. And this gets called from a lot of places. So we have the craft button pressed, salvage button pressed, handle equip item. I think in all of these cases, it's gonna be perfectly valid to have the ownership. But I think in this try to pick up item, I think this should be an exception. So you gotta be really careful. What you gotta understand, guys, is that you gotta be careful with the exceptions. Because that's when you start to like get messy very easily. So I am gonna do an exception in this case, and we're gonna do the handle the exception in the sense that should we do an ownership like pool ownership? Should own the dropped item, and this is gonna be by default false, which means that it's not gonna change anything. And over here we're just gonna do like if should own dropped item. No, actually we should probably do that. Dropped item should be free for all. I don't know, something like that. It's quite a long word, but so this would be by default false. So if the dropped item should be free for all, then we're gonna do it without the network object. So I think we can leave it to null, yeah. So if the dropped item should be free for all, I think we could just turn this around really to make it more readable again. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when you're like turning bools upside down, they can be a little bit harder to understand. So I think you should always use in your if statements the more logical. So if the dropped item should be free for all, then okay, so this is actually wrong now, isn't it? So yeah, this is actually wrong. So you see the problem I had. I like did actually a perfect example of what the problem is. So I 10 nested statements are meta. Now the problem here was that I had a boolean that's kind of like explains what I want to do, but then I flipped it to make it confusing for myself, and I actually I fell into the confusion. Dropping item. Should the item be tagged or not? All right, so that's it. And here where we are handling the try to pick item, we are gonna set true. So when we are handling the item adding, if your inventory is full. Okay, so are we gonna have a problem with this? So obviously if you, for example, kill someone, if you killed someone and you're trying to loot stuff and you can't because your inventory is full, but you're spamming it, now you're gonna be like basically you're gonna be dropping it for everyone. So we got another issue. We got another issue just that I just came up with. We just came up with another issue. So you're gonna be making it free for all, aren't you? You're gonna be making it the same, aren't you? So is this better then? I wonder if would it be good logic if you kill the player, then this wouldn't. I don't know. Do we even have that data? Dropped item network object, dropped item network ID, item data, dropped player network object. No, we don't even have any data for that. Yeah, I think that's just the way it is. That's just the way it's gonna be. I think that's fuck. So the problem with this now. So you cannot steal or bully stuff that is on the ground. So if somebody died to a bot, you had full inventory, you could grief and make it your own and just leave it on the ground. That is the problem with this thing. But now we fixed it, but now we have another issue. So if the player A killed another player, so we have a lot of loot from player B, for example. So player B died and dropped a whole bunch of shit. And this guy's inventory is full and he's trying to like pick it up. He's gonna make every single piece free for all. He's gonna be making that free for all. Is that a problem? Is that a problem? That's Hey Temeteus, moro moro, how's it going? Mitä kuuluu? Nesting if statement is bad, do this instead. Oh, what is this?
This is conditions, and in this video I will tell you why this is wrong and how you should actually do it. More you will
you do return. You do return, motherfuckers.
Nest conditions one inside the other. Order your code will be to read. With the guard closes technique, you will be able to write cleaner and more readable code. Let's start right now. This code is very simple. If we have Wi-Fi, if we are login, and if we are an function
Good day.
Panel. Otherwise, we will print different things inside the console. But this is pretty bad. Even though the conditions are very simple, this way of nesting if and else statements make it harder to read than it should be. Instead of bouncing our eyes between each if and else statements, we should use instead the guard clauses technique. The goal is to separate the conditions from the function. And this is what I will show you right now. If you reverse the condition of the Wi-Fi and you say if there is no Wi-Fi, in this way you can put all the nested code right under. Then I will debug print and I will return nothing. And you can do the same thing for the condition login. If the user is not logged in, then I will debug print and I will return nothing. But we still have one problem. The guard clauses technique is the fact that you can reverse every if-else conditions and use the return so the code doesn't go inside the next conditions. Now we need to do the same thing for the condition is admin. So we reverse the condition. If it's not an admin, then we debug print and return nothing. At the bottom, after each condition has been verified, we can add the function cAdmin panel. Now it's very simple to add new conditions. The code is now cleaner and easier to understand. If you want to write cleaner code or you just want to have tips like this every week, you can subscribe.
Yeah, that's a good tip. That is a good tip. We do that quite a bit in our code. For example, I don't think we need to go really far to find something similar. So let's have a look here. For example here, when we're doing an update loop, we are returning early if we don't have enough time in our hands. Yeah, and it's just a easy way to make code less nesty. So there weren't actually a whole lot of those in here, but in Combat Manager, for example, when we're handling like the initial combat condition, like we have a lot of these returns. So we're basically checking like when we want to do fighting, we go in here. So is the distance long enough? So this is like a pretty like self-explanatory. Is the distance between the two players close enough? If not, we return. So we already like nope, no fighting. Then we do we have a fight, like a combat cooldown on either of the players? And if that is true, then we return. We're not gonna go and check out all the different conditions. And like when these two conditions are like passed, then we actually like start to check out. Okay, let's check the player states, and let's see if the other player is a player. Then we're gonna see if we are in wilderness. If not, we return. If either of the players are not, basically not in combat, then we're gonna return. And yeah, this is exactly how we handle these things. Yeah, it's a good video. It's one of those things that you wanna incorporate in your code. But what do we wanna do with our code here? So this is a little bit of a yikes situation. Do a grace period. Add a grace period. Yeah. Like I had a vision to how we're gonna do this, but we haven't yet done it. And I don't think I'm gonna be like doing it right now. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, did I make it worse? Did I make it worse by adding that condition? Because that enabled this. I don't know. But Temeteus, I have a damn chill math teacher cause he lets me watch your streams while I do some math at the same time. Let's go! Big shout out to Temeteus and Temeteus math teacher. Hey, how's it going? Nice. Temeteus, what kind of math do you have? And Greaseray, how are you? Päivä, moro. Torille. Suomi pojat on servulla. Yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. I honestly think this was lesser of a problem than this. I honestly think this was a lesser problem than this. So I think we're gonna revert this change. I think we are gonna revert this change. I'm gonna keep the logic that you can disable the ownership in the try pickup item function. So here where we have the this one, so I'm gonna keep this here, but I am gonna take it away from the try to pick up function. I am gonna take this one away. Yeah. So basically, we are dropping the item. We are adding the item. We try to add the item into inventory, and if it fails, it's currently going to be tagged to the looter's ID. Yeah, that's it. Is TUONELA going to be implemented into the game? I am really like interested in doing that. Yeah, 100%. 100%. TUONELAn joki. We need to have a TUONELA Koivu as well. TUONELA Virta, TUONELA Joki. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So it's basically it's the river that you gotta pass to get into TUONELA. So basically, like all the guys who are in the game have already passed the river of TUONELA. Yeah. Virta, joka verkkaasti virtaava synkkä joki tai raivoisa palava koski. Jättiläismäinen pyöreili kinahmi. I have not heard of kinahmi. Huh. Cool. Hei, Chris Ray, kiitoksia seuraamista. Tervetuloa. Welcome. In our channel, both English and Finnish are fine. I know my fellow Finns, they can talk really good English. Some of them are a little bit shy about it, but most of the Finns do talk really good English. So I expect you guys to nail down English, all right? But this is actually really interesting. So thank you, Chris Ray, for pointing this out. Really good English, yes. Yes, rally English. So yeah, that basically works. Let's think about the crafting for a while. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do some farming real quick. So we're gonna be farming some NPCs here. We're gonna have a tough time with this sword. We're gonna have some tough time with this sword though. Let's take a look at the editor. So does this guy have better gear? Yeah, this guy has better gear. Let's farm on this guy. Oh, lag. Lag. Come on, dude. Oh yeah, I just forgot we did changes to the code. We did changes to the code and we're like, yeah, hell yeah. We can like continue development. Now I'm gonna ask AI to because I don't want to do it myself. Can you break this piece of code into easily readable lines? I hate it. Even though it works, it confuses me. Alright, so I am just asking AI to basically break it down to pieces because I think this is like horrible to read. Alright, so now we're gonna check if drop data player network is not null, and then we're gonna go to check if the ID is the same. Yeah, this should work. This should work exactly the same, but now it's like you can actually like see what's going on. Yeah. Let's do a little bit of commenting here as well. Grease Ray, oh shit! That was fast! Kiitoksia, Grease Ray. Thank you, dude. Like, Grease Ray literally followed like a minute ago and immediately giving us up. That is some efficiency. That is efficiency, my friend. Grease Ray, thank you so much. Welcome to the sub team. Yeah, huge. All right, so first we check if there's drop data on the server. Yeah, that was literally like speedrun. Oh my god. So how you been, my friend? Where from Finland are you? I am Ame from Oulu. I'm gonna be turning 33 this year. Feels to be it feels we're growing old, but then again my mind is still like a 16-year-old. So first we check if there's drop data, and then that's kind of self-explanatory. Then we start checking if the drop data had a tag in it, meaning that if it had a signed player network object, and if so, does the network object ID match? And yeah, that's basically it. Ex-oululainen nykyään Etelä-Saksassa. God damn, dude. Grease Ray, I used to actually know. I had a geography friend of mine, like a fellow student who studied geography with me here in University of Oulu, and then he actually moved to Germany. So I don't know if you're him, probably not. But hey, I miss you, Iiro. Iiro, I do miss you. All right, so let's do a little bit of okay, so what the fuck? What happened here? Why are these in my commit list? What's wrong with you? What is wrong? What is happening? Why are you here? Content removed. What did I do? I don't know, man. This is one of those things. I kind of want to just like freaking revert all of these. We have 500 unversioned files. What? What? What did we do? What did we do, guys? What did we do? Vaka, no, you don't have to do this. There's still time to redeem yourself. Vaka found free anime voice lines. My game is gonna be so annoying. No, don't do it. Like I have a big hate towards like anime, like regular anime sounds and voice acting in like particular. No, not the sound effects. Actually, it's the freaking typical, you know, the anime, you know, girl voice and some of that. Okay, so I really don't know what I did. I really don't know what I did to deserve this. But for some reason, like a lot of my assets are just. My Git is like, yeah, this is good. And the thing is that I don't even see like the changes that I did in here. Like I did changes here. So where are those? Where are the changes? Hello Git, are you drunk? All right, there's combat manager now. All right, so let's try to pick these up. All right, so there's inventory manager, nice. There's player state, nice. There's something else. All right, so I think that's basically it. Let's see if AI can do a little bit of a commit message. So Grease Ray, please let me know more about it. So what are you doing in southern Germany? Are you working? Are you a developer? Fix item pickup, tagging, teleport logic, and PvP checks. Yeah, I think that's enhanced teleportation process. All right, I think that's fine. Then I have to add them. I'm just gonna commit these. I don't really care about the commit message on that one. So I kind of want to just like revert this. I just kind of want to roll back these. Like I don't want to handle this right now. I'm just gonna delete you. Fuck you. Get away from here. Don't show your face. Yeah. So there it is. There it is. Okay. So what else? What else? So we fixed some of the issues. Do we have something else happening? Oh yeah, the health bar's disappearing, so we can fix that. And then I kind of like this, made up my mind that I'm not gonna do that. Health bar disappears, so let's take a look at that. So what we need to do is we need to go inside player. And we gotta take a look at health canvas, I think. Health bar script. And so here we're actually like hiding the thing. And the problem with this is that it's not really like looking at the player state. It's not really looking at the player state at any given time. So I think we're gonna be doing a little bit of a change there. So let's just do a reference to player state. Is it gonna be actual dialogue or some bell shouts? Effect sounds like effect sounds and like hello. I like how they did it in Rune Factory. The first word of the dialogue is voiced. Yeah, there's like Nintendo does that a lot. Is that you can have like a lot of like you know, dialogue, and the actual characters are like saying like something like they can mumble something that completely isn't you know, even English, or then they can do like a shorter version of English, but it doesn't really like, you know, it's not the same as the actual dialogue. So I think over here, I think so. We're just we're just hiding. I think we are showing it when we start combat. And I think how we can just do it is that if we are in combat, we're not gonna do anything at all. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So basically, if player state, combat state is value is combat, we're not gonna do anything at all. We're just gonna return. We're just gonna return here. That's it. And if we are outside of combat, then we're gonna start doing the timer. Yeah, that's it. I think that's basically it. Let's just do the reference. I think we need to do it in many places, so that's gonna be a little annoying. So here in player state, not it actually in the health bar, we need a player state, and I think we need to do it for NPCs as well. Okay, so let's take this guy, health bar, and we need the health bar and the pot. Boom. Health bar. Pot. Boom. Health bar. Pot. Boom. One more. Health bar. Pot. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Now that should be done, I believe. Let's give it a test. So what I wanted to do is that when you're in combat, I don't want to see the I just don't want to see the health bar disappearing. It doesn't matter if they never hit me. I want it to show. I want it to show. So now it shouldn't hide unless the we're not in combat, basically. Yeah. Let's equip some stuff so we're not gonna get hit. Yeah, exactly. Can we equip whilst fighting? No, good. You ever feel the bad code you're fixing had no right to work as well as it did? Yeah, many times. Many times. Like it's actually quite impressive how bad code I've written over the months. It's actually quite impressive. And you kind of like look back to it. It's one of those things really that when you initially wrote it, you were like, all right, so this is all right. And then you come back in a couple of months and you're like, holy shit, what is this? Like, who wrote this? This is basically duct tape and black magic. Yeah, it's quite impressive. It's quite impressive. It's quite impressive, yeah. All right, so this seems to be working very nicely. So then we got this gate that I want to kind of fix. Now you may actually ask, like, do we need the actual fence? Do we need the fence? Is the fence, does it like serve a purpose? Because the fence is kind of like, it's a relic of the initial design and thought of the game, where you're gonna have like this gauntlet, and you basically had like fences and gates to separate like different wilderness levels. And we don't really have that anymore. I kind of got rid of that idea because I thought it will basically break the player base into these small areas, and it's not going to be good for the game. So that's why I kind of pivoted to this more of a RuneScape vibe, so you have the wilderness area. So do I need the fence? What if the fence didn't... What if there wasn't any fence? I think you could actually argue that this fence didn't serve any purpose now. I think you would be right. I think we could get rid of that fence. I think this first fence does. So the first fence is kind of to give the first players, the initial players, a little bit of a easier time, but we don't really have the logic in place yet, so even that doesn't really like serve any purpose. It doesn't really serve any purpose whatsoever. But I think I'm gonna hold on to the first fence and get rid of the second. Yeah, let's do that. So did we do something? Yeah, so fixed health bars, changed health bar script in a way that the hide timer doesn't even begin to count if player is in combat. Added player state reference to all bots. All right, that's it. Now let's get rid of the fence. So what we gotta do is we gotta go in here, and we're just gonna get rid of this guy. So the PvP zone fence, I'm just gonna disable you. And this other fence thing is actually really nice. You can like adjust it very easily. So we're gonna change this into the other fence into this fence. So I think under here we're gonna have like tutorial fence. So let's just get rid of these. And move the fence that we have created somewhere. Where is it? Fence iron. So this is gonna come inside here. And we should have probably... Let's actually re-roll. It's gonna be easier to like put it in place if we're not deleting it. So let's put this in place now. So it should be around here, like so. And it can be a little bit less than that. So we can do something like 20. That's better. It's gonna be like 20 here. And it's actually could be a little bit smaller as well. Let's try 18. I don't know if it's small. This is it's like significantly smaller. I don't know if that's gonna be a problem. Gonna have to test it out. All right, so is the position the same? Yeah, I think it's really close. It's really close. All right, so now we can just go ahead and delete all of these now. Boom. Be gone. Be gone. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the fence that we just moved. We didn't move it. Okay, so this needs to be here. And then I'm gonna copy paste. And this is gonna be the other part. It's gonna be the other part. And this could be a little bit longer. Let's try 20. Let's try 20, and I'm just gonna move this guy like so. And now it's... I think we can live with that. Maybe one smaller. Come on. What the fuck is going on? What did I press? What did I press? What did I press? All right, so there's that. Now, okay, so we are getting a little weird action there. We're getting a little weird action there. So, but it is 19, so I thought like full integers would be good. So is 20 better? Yeah. Okay, so that's weird. So I suppose that's weird. We were getting a little artifact. Now I'm just gonna let's see, we have the fence iron, so I'm just gonna do like this kind of thing here where I add like I'm just gonna be adding these kind of like edges here to a little different Y positions to make this illusion and to paint a picture that you can't go through here. I think that's fine. And then we're gonna do the same thing over here. Something like this, I think that's gonna do it. Something like that is gonna just do it. And we still have the colliders here set in place. Most of my logic is I'll make it better later, and I never do. Just more stupid logic. Yeah. Like it's one of those things. Like I think if you guys follow the Primogen, I used to watch his content quite often. Like he's a big advocate for the kind of like the logic that you shouldn't spend too much trying to like future proof because like it's impossible to kind of like expect the unexpected, you know. And I think it's a good practice, but you should plan out like I think a lot of like newbies are gonna listen to him and think that all right, so I should just like write horrible code. And I think the beauty is in the between. So it's kind of like this meme again. It's kind of like this meme again, really. But it's like if you have some sort of like feature coming up, for example, that you wanna do like you wanna do like what would you wanna do? For example, you wanna do you wanna do like guns for your game, all right? You wanna do guns. Now, how can you like do it the most simple way is you basically have a gun class, you have a gun.cs, and then you just like put on some, you know, like what's the name of the gun, or maybe even you don't even like put that, you just have like stuff on like you have a method like shoot, and then you have like a bunch of shooting code, and you have a reload method, and that's basically it. Like that's all there is to it. And now you're like inputting all the stuff that you want to have in the shoot and the reload, and that's it. And now you want to add another gun. Well, this is something that was really short-sighted, because how you could have done it is you could have had like gun.cs that is basically like it has these basic methods. So it has the shoot, it has the reload, it has like you know, the ammo count and the sound effects. But then you could have like another class that would be, you know, like maybe it could be like a shotgun. Maybe you could have like a shotgun class that inherits the guns. And now this shotgun has some sort of, you know, maybe it has like an alternative fire or something. And it has like more into it, you know. Alternative fire maybe it could have like a delay, like a cooldown or something, and it would have all the basic gun features, but it would add into that, and then you could have like a bow that also derived from guns. And now this is the logic. If you have a little bit of experience, you can like think ahead so that it can be scaled, but you don't have to like think like, you know, like miles and miles and a lot of time ahead. Like, okay, so I can't do this in a way that I have you know, this gun parent object and then have like these inherited like child objects, or the other way around, I mean. Well, I can't have that, because that way I am gonna be like really restricted, so that the guns can't actually do these cool things. So what I should be doing instead is that I should have like an item class that has a gun, and then it has all these different guns. But then again, maybe it should be like like you can really like put a shackle on your productivity by like really trying to like overthink everything. And this is kind of like the isn't this the abstraction people are talking about? I need to support an option where the gun is also a also a mount the player can ride. Exactly. Simple code is good, and then the average Andes are you gotta write complex and more abstract code to be efficient. Yeah, simple code is good. Yeah. All right. So what were we doing? So we did new fences. Let's check how that feels inside the game. Is it too small? Is it too small? Is it too small? We're gonna try it out. Okay, so now the wilderness is just here, and I don't know if we should do like a pop-up when you first time come here, like warning. A little bit of like a warning here. I am open to doing that, but I'm not sure yet. Is gun and knife the class to save? Yeah. Like, is knife part of the guns, or should it be like weapon class and not gun class? The fence is a little small. I think it does look a little small. But it is cleaner, that's for sure. This one doesn't have the shader, by the way, so it doesn't have any shadow. By the way, I was thinking, like, what if we add the shadow shader to the player, but we don't let it get illuminated or something like that. Is that like an option? So that it only casts shadows, but it doesn't like illuminate. Because I think the illumination kind of like killed the... I'm just moonwalking. I think it kind of like... Weapon is speeds. What? And for some reason we don't have any distance to interaction. Like, I think we used to have a distance, but now we don't. Can we change the Y value? Yeah, but it breaks it. It breaks it. So the sprite editor, that's what it looks like. What if I change the Y scale? I think you can do that without breaking it. Or can you? We got a little bit of a weird thing going on here as well. Does it go away if I put it to 17? Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. A little bit of a weird thing going on in there, don't you guys think? So let's make it like that. And then we're gonna copy paste this bad boy in here. Okay, so what were we doing? What were we doing? So we were tweaking the Y value. So let's try that. I'm just gonna tweak it to 1.5 to make it a little bit higher. I think that's fine. It's probably gonna be more in the, you know, height that it was. This is looking a little cramped. Feeling a little cramped here, don't you think? So let's separate these a little bit. All right. I am going to be enabling this shadow. So we have the fence iron. We should have probably created a prefab out of this, but so we are gonna go and pick up the material. Material, where are you? Materials there. We have this shadow thing, so we're just gonna drag this on top of here, and we're gonna take the debug, and we're gonna put that it casts shadows and that it receives shadows. Very nice. I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do the same thing for this guy. On. Why is it so different colored? Why are you like that? Why are you like that? Why did these come so dark? Why are you guys so dark? What is wrong with you? Why are you like that? It's weird. I think we sometimes had this problem, and I think one of the simple solutions was to like rotate them 180 degrees. It's like feels like they get illuminated like the wrong way. If that makes any sense. I don't know why that is though, but it still works like that. So we're gonna be dragging this guy over here. Should have done a prefab out of it. Right. And then to this one guy over here. One guy over here. And normal. Alright, so there it is. There it is. Now we have a fence. We have a fence. I just noticed that these guys don't really cast shadows. So I think we can add that as well. So I believe it needs to be on this house exactly. So let's drag that in. And we're gonna do the debug. And we're gonna cast and receive shadows. Becomes a little. What if it didn't receive? So it doesn't seem to like. It does only shadows. Then it's like that. So I don't really like how it makes it so washed up. Like that's the problem with this. It makes it so washed up. Makes it so washed up. Which makes me wonder, like maybe you could like fake it. Let's try to fake it, all right? I'm gonna try to fake it. So instead of adding this shader, let's try to do. So I'm gonna do like normal again. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do like the shadow. So I'm gonna do another one of these, and this is gonna be called like Shadow Caster or something. Shadow Caster sounds pretty epic, by the way. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to hide the sprite renderer. I don't know if that's a good idea, so let's not do that. And then we drag it into the shadow caster. And then we just go ahead and go into the debug mode and enable this shit. And that's it. Did we get shadows? It doesn't look like we got shadows though. It doesn't look like we got shadow, doesn't it? Why didn't we get a shadow? Does this need to be like on top? Does that make any difference? No. That would have been cool if that worked. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? But why didn't we get cast shadows? Okay, what if we do the shadows only? How come it doesn't work? Okay, so it is drawing something. Where is the shadow? It is drawing a shadow, isn't it? We're just not seeing it right now. I think this might be a editor camera issue. Or where is the player camera like pointing towards? I think it's that place. Yeah. Maybe it's just a editor camera thing. So I'm gonna try that out. Let's see how it looks like. Because if we can make like that kind of separate shadow object, it's gonna help me not get washed up. It does work. Guys, this is huge. So we got a shadow now. I think we can do that for the player as well. So here we think we have shadows. Yeah, we got shadows, yeah. And everything's working nicely here. We can move past this. We can go behind here. Okay, that's... Okay, so there's actually some problem there. So let's fix that. Yeah, that's the thing. We gotta change this into player layer, and I think it's 10. And let's do this same thing to the salvage station. So we're just gonna reset position, and we should be getting a shadow there. Nice. Now let's try that. I'm gonna do a little bit of a commit here. Redid the fence of the tutorial zone with new continuous tiling system. Added shadows to it. Removed the fence, disabled the fence from the wilderness. Added shadows for crafting and salvage stations. Nice. Nice-oo. Nice-a-roo. Now, this next part is gonna be cool. So if this works, I'm gonna be really happy, alright? I'm gonna be really happy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the SOT character. So this is kind of like the object that is inside all the player characters. NPCs involved. So I think we can just... Let's try to do like a new object underneath. Wait. So these are the sprites. These are the sprites. So I think if we want to cast shadows, I think we are gonna need to like copy all of this. We're gonna be needing to copy all of these. So let's see if that's maybe, I don't know, shadow caster. Let's try this. And I'm just gonna do like a copy out of all of these. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lock this. No, I'm not gonna lock this. Well, let's try locking it and then take the materials. Material girl. And then drag the shadow onto all of them. And instead of illuminating it like that, we are only going to cast shadows. Chest day! Chest day is the best day. No idea. So I think that there's gonna be a problem in this sense that these sprites don't change. So it's all the shadows are always gonna be the same. But I wanna test it out how it looks like. All right. So we're gonna test it out. If we made it horrible, or if it's actually kind of good. So as you can see, oh no, it's actually perfect. How is it so good? How does it change? I don't freaking get it. This is perfect. Oh my god. Okay, what if we put a weapon? The weapon probably doesn't have a... Yeah. So the weapon doesn't have a... So we need to do that. I can't believe that worked. I cannot believe that worked. That is so fucking cool. Let's go. That was huge. Okay, so... They are skinned sprites, so they animate according to the skeleton. You're right, you're right. It still caught me off guard. Yeah. I was 100% sure it would like only do the shadows of the sprites that were disabled. But yeah, it doesn't seem so. So we're gonna go inside player again, and here, so I need to do the same for the weapon. And how do we do that? Well, let's try. Let's try. So we have the right hand here, and we have the weapon parent. I say we just try to do a copy of this, and this is gonna be like the shadow caster for that. And we're basically going to cast shadow. So why? How come it's? What? Does shadows work currently on draw order? Yeah, it seems to be working really well. I'm just wondering, like, we already have weapon, and weapon says that it's casting shadows. Like, what? What? Oh, let's put that off. Let's put that off. And now on the shadow caster, we're gonna add this, and we need to do the materials here. I mean, another. Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a good question. So what we're doing here is we're going into materials. If I can freaking find it there now. It's this one, right? So we're gonna put that in, and hopefully yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be... I have to take a nap now. I'm completely dead. Nap roulette time. Hey, Keeter, I hope you feel refreshed, you know, like when you wake up in video games. Alright, so we don't have any shadow because we don't have any weapon. What if we enable weapon? Yeah, it still doesn't have any. Could the sprite renderers cast the shadows themselves, or why the need for copy? The copy is that I don't want to like put the shader on the actual sprites because it washes them. Like it makes them look garbage. And this way now I get to have the best of the both worlds. So it's not washed up. And you can still see the shadow. But could the shader be fixed? Maybe, yeah. You would need to unleash shadow casting sprite shader if you have energy for backseating. Yeah. Like the shader is not complicated, but I don't know much about it. So there was we still got the same thing happening. So I suppose the problem we have is that there is no sprite on. There's no sprite here. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. So we would need like a little bit of a logic to disable this if there's no weapon. What if I did put this on and then cast only shadows? Now it probably looks like I have a sword on at all times, right? Right. Yeah. All right. So I think I can fix that in script. I think I can just fix that in script. Yeah, I can. So I just need to set it in two places. So let's try in the equipment handler. When we're changing weapon, we do it in two places. So we're actually gonna do it in. So we have sprite resolver. Like this is the weapon sprite resolver. Let's do another one. This is gonna be the shadow weapon. Shadow weapon resolver, sprite resolver. Let's try that. So now when we are changing this value, we're gonna do it same for the shadow weapon resolver. And if we are not doing it, then we are not doing it for this one either. I think that will work. So inside here, let's go back into normal mode. So basically, we're gonna be hiding this by default. And then we're gonna go ahead into player prefab, and here we should have that equip handler. Weapon sprite resolver. Where is it? Is it this one? And then this is this one. All right. And I suppose we need that for the NPCs as well. So or do we? Or do we? Yeah, so I think we can actually like enable this here. And is this alright? Shadows only. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that works. I think that works. So we're just gonna like go set these manually here. So we have the weapon parent. For some reason it's not. Okay, so we don't have a shadow here. Can we copy paste this? Can we copy paste this? I think so. And do it for this one. Cyan robe. The gray robe guys actually don't have that. And then the black guy, this has a shadow, nice. And the green mobs, they don't have one as either. I think I'm gonna put them there anyway in for future references though. I'm just gonna disable it. So it's not that confusing when it's not there. Alright. Alright, so does that work? I have a good feeling, but it's one of those things that you gotta test out. So no weapon, nice. So no weapon in the shadow. If I enable weapon, I have a weapon. I have a weapon. What about these guys? Okay, so yeah, they don't even have shadows. Those guys don't even have shadows, so there's that. What about these guys? They have only sword. They are just they are just a shadow, sword shadow. Alright. Alright, so that's not what you want. So apparently this isn't deriving from the SOT character. It's kinda unlucky. Only the black guy is. Only the black robe guy is. Okay, so let's copy paste this. This is not very optimal, to be fair. So inside here we're gonna do shadow caster. That's inside, and I think that should basically work. Could be wrong. And same from the gray guy. Wait a minute, what's going on? Wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? What the hell is going on? Why are they split like that? Okay, so is that right now? And this is a lot of work. Alright, let's try to do shadows only. Nice. Now for the same for the cyan mob. So I think we got the same issue here as well, yeah. So these guys weren't compatible with each other for some reason. So we gotta do it again. Alright, so I think we're pretty good there. Let's just do the same for the green guy. All right. So does that work? Do we now get perfect shadows? I can't believe I gotta stop soon. We were so late today. All right, so it seems like shadows are casted. Let's fucking go. So we have shadows now on these guys. We have shadows on the houses, I think, yeah. Let's see about the cyan guys. How are the cyan guys doing? Yeah, they got a shadow. They got a shadow. They're looking good. They're looking foxy. Yes. Now let's have a fight. That's pretty clean. Walk on top of the NPC. Yeah, we gotta try that out. All right. So what happens if I walk on top of this guy? So they don't really like get shadowed, but I think it's good. Yeah, I think this actually looks quite solid. It really like helped it pop off. Like it just looks so much better now. Like I just really likes those shadows, so I am happy about that. Let's push these now. So added shadows to the characters in a way that doesn't wash up the colors of the sprites. Let's do warning. This could be heavy on performance. Not sure. Let's just add a warning there that if we're gonna like have a huge dip of frames, we can look at these changes. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Really good stuff. We have been progressing like crazy today. Even though we had only a couple of hours to work with, we really like nailed it. We really nailed it down. Do we have anything else really? I'm gonna call it here. So health bars don't disappear anymore. Loot seems to be working. We still have 3 more days. Thanks, Isaji. Thanks for being so kind. I really appreciate it, guys. I really do. Heavy on performance, hold my beer. Launch Unreal Engine. I know, man. I know. But I want this game to be like, I want it to run on web. I want it to run on mobile. Like there's absolutely no way, there's no reason why this game wouldn't be a thing on mobile as well. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do eventually. Now, the only thing we really haven't tried is crafting, salvaging. I don't know if there's... Hey, Tonska! How's our Inti boy? Are you healthy again? I hear you got sick. Like everyone in the army. I like honestly, if I ever did go to the army service, military service, like I would have been in the freaking hospital all day, every day. That's what would have been my case. Still sick, 3 more days stuck inside. So what do you do then? What does your day in the military hospital look like? So what is there anything else really? Like sure, our combat calculations are still really rough. I think we could probably look into combat calculations tomorrow. I am not 100% happy with them. Not 100% happy with them. Then we basically have the dedicated server testing. So dedicated server needs a lot of testing. the more we get done, the better the testing is gonna be of the public playtest session. And then eventually we're gonna have the WebGL testing, but I don't know if we're gonna get this far. WebGL testing, and it was kind of discouraging because I uploaded the game into itch.io and it didn't even boot up. So that's kind of like worrying. It's kind of like worrying. You guys think? Tosca says that I woke up at 5:30, go to breakfast, get back to barracks, sit around till 11, eat lunch, come back, sit around till 4, eat dinner, come back, sit around till 10, and go to sleep. Damn. So is there like anything to do? Is there like anything you can do? So are you like on your phone all day? There's nothing to do. That sucks. So you probably like want to get back out there, don't you? Is a web game being streamed in or loaded fully? Yeah, as I said, I don't know. It does seem like the game like is booting up, so you get the transitions that made with Unity, but then it just like crashes the player basically. Like it doesn't get into the actual game. So some of the stuff that gets built before the actual game scene breaks. On my phone, but gets boring so fast. Tonska, I'm sorry. Maybe you can put on a live stream, ask me anything. Inti Boy 2025. Hey. 56 bits from next patch. Let's go. Thank you, Tonska. I really appreciate it. Really appreciated the first bits of the month. People don't put bits as much as they used to. Like I remember, like few years ago, we got a lot of bits every month. And the thing with bits is that the streamer actually gets a bigger cut than from subs. So like money-wise, bits are even better than subs. But I get it if they are not that. I think it's kind of like a customer thing that it's not as fun to buy them as it is to buy subs. I think I'm at 15k now. Tonska, you gotta enable the badge. I can't see. Bro Gogs, I remember staying a few nights at military hospital and I had a fever in the final war thing. Oh shit. Yeah, it's actually yeah, you are gifter leader right now, at least this month. Yeah, the gifted subs kind of like they feel nice and all, and there's a chance like someone comes to the channel because of the gifted sub, you know. But it's kind of a lousy thing in money wise. I don't want to sound like too ungrateful or anything, but it's quite bad what we get. I don't know, it's probably better for partners, but I'm not partnered up, so I literally get like a little bit less than €1 out of a gifted sub. It's actually like the number is like 140. €1.40 for one gifted sub. So you could be paying for €5 for one gifted subs and I get 140. So I don't know about you guys, but it sounds a little fucked up, you know? Don't know how to change the badge on phone? You probably need to like click your name or like go to the chat settings, and there's like the chat appearance or something. I'm not sure if it works on mobile as well. I'm not much of a Twitch guy, so I didn't know. Yeah. I think it's helpful. I think it's helpful to let viewers know if they want to support the channel. Yeah. It's the gifted sub ratio is pretty bad. Like by far the best is like a direct donation. PayPal takes a little bit. Like how the PayPal cut works is that the less you go, hey, there it is. You have 10k at least. That is a sexy looking patch, by the way. Sexy looking patch, Tonska. So the PayPal cut is like the less you give them, the bigger the cut. So if this is the cut, it goes like this. It goes like this. It never goes to 0, but it basically like closes in. So if you donate like $1, I think PayPal takes like 50% or even more. Like I think this is like 50%. And then if you do $2, it's already like, I think it's like, I could be talking out of my ass, but it's like 30% or something. So I think the cut is like, if you donate $2, I get like $1 and something, a little bit like on top of that. If you donate $1, I get like 50 cents or less than that or something. So that's why I have put my like minimum donation to $2, because anything below that doesn't really make any sense. It's just giving money to PayPal. So if you give like $5, I think $5 I'm gonna get like $4 or something. So it's already like much better. So it's $1, so it's like 20% or maybe even less. So as you can see, it starts to go down the more you donate. So I think somewhere around $10 you're already like, you probably get like $9.50 or something. So it's gonna be like 10% or something. Anyway, that's the PayPal is better. And then afterwards, it's kind of like Cheers, so bits. Cheers or bits is the best. Then I think it's like Prime is probably the best afterwards. And then like rest of the subs. This is the kind of like the hierarchy. VG, how's it going? Good day. Oh. Oh, I. Oh, I. All right. But hey, I am really happy about what we did today. We fixed a bunch of stuff. Tomorrow is Wednesday and hopefully I get a good night's sleep and we get to start early. But basically we are going to start building dedicated server. And if everything goes right, we are going to be pushing the servers into Unity, hosting, and we're gonna get a nice little tests going. We still have we haven't finished the admin board. Let's actually see how it works right now. So we disabled it, but I don't think it was actually the one that was causing the issues. I could be wrong. Maybe it was exactly that thing that was breaking everything. So we have these decorations. I should clean up the hierarchy as well. So we have the warning signs. So I think these could be going into environment and in the wilderness decorations. Then we have the managers. That's fine. Then we have the cursor click. Then we have these red berries. Well, these are start zone decorations. Volcanic berries are PvP zone decorations. Where is that? Sand zone, start zone, wilderness decorations. We haven't tidied up the hierarchy in a long time. We have the UI, cameras, MISC. Then we have these stations. We're gonna put them into, I don't know, inside the environment or something. Then we have the cursor click. I'm just gonna put it under game UI. Is it game UI maybe? That's basically it. Now it's looking a hell a lot better. Still remember me? Yeah, okay, of course. You're good. Nice. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so that's better. So what are we talking about now? What did I want to do? Completely forgot. I just completely forgot again. I haven't been here in a long time. Hey, that's completely fine. I'm just glad you came back. What have you been up to? And what have you been up to, Avege? So what were we talking about? Guys, remind me, what was I talking about before I went to the ramble? School and a bunch of nothing. Hey, at least they're in school, you know? At least they're in school. Admin board. Thank you. Thank you. So we have the console UI. And okay, actually before we do that, let's just push this. So I'm gonna clean up the hierarchy in editor, in the scene editor. Everything should be in their correct places now. All right. Now we have a kind of like a we have something to fall back to. All right. Let's now enable the console UI. And I'm not gonna be enabling it right out of the gate. I think we are missing some logic here. So when we are logging in, we are gonna be sending our information. But apparently I have gotten rid of that. No, here it is, player instance. Yeah, we're adding ourselves into the player dictionary. And let's just see if this is, yeah, it's still in place. Then I think inside the player controller, I had the console check. Thing about this that it requires you to be in editor. So we are gonna be handling it like so. And if you press F6, then you are gonna toggle the console on. Yeah. Okay, so let's see how it was. Because last time we did it, we didn't have a stable build. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna host on the editor. Although it shouldn't really matter. It shouldn't really matter, but let's just do it that way. So we're gonna be hosting on this and see what we get. So I'm just hosting here. This is gonna be the hostess. I'm gonna be your hostess, and this guy is gonna join that session, client. And if I press F6 here, we shouldn't get anything. Yeah, but if I press F6 here, we are gonna see that we have. Okay, so the kick button text is getting changed, not the player tag. That's fine. That is completely fine. There's no that's not a problem, guys. That's not a problem. Now, can I kick the client? Hostess bar. Can I kick the client here? Let's try. All right. So I'm just gonna put this on half screen so we can see it in live. We can see it like so. Client is playing here like. I am enjoying my stay, and then we're gonna go like boom, 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 boom. Nothing works. Okay, so it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work, oh, man. Okay, so what happened? So we're getting a dictionary error. Console player was not present in dictionary. It starts from console player 40. So we have the disconnect player RPC, and it says that console player was not present in the dictionary. What? So we have the disconnect player RPC. We're sending in the network object. And we're trying to get the network object out of that. And we're trying to disconnect. So what is exactly null here? So what exactly is null? What exactly is null? Okay, so we got a bunch of people here now. So is it so that we don't even get that far? Alright, so that is definitely not working. I have a feeling the issue is gonna be a little tricky. So first of all, we have a misreference inside our console UI. So here where we are instantiating the shits. When we are instantiating the shits over here. So this is the player reference. The kick. Where is it? Kick button player tag. Yeah, so we basically just put that into the wrong place. Did I seriously do it this way so that the kick is before the player tag? I guess so. So I guess the issue is that initialize console player. Where is the issue though? It could be this, to be honest. So it says that there's like no value in the dictionary. So I think this might be the issue really. I think there was another version like Unity netcode for game objects getting all players. I think there's like another way of getting like all the players. I think it's like something like Network Manager. I think Network Manager holds. Let's go for game objects, player list. Let's try to. NGO Network Manager. I think Network Manager holds the information. I think it does. Does it? Yeah, so there's nothing really. Can't access Unity Transport Class Network. Get all players. All right. Connected clients list. So what is the connected clients list? Network manager. Can we find that? Connected clients list. What does that give us? What does that give us? Hey, Evalar, long time no see. Mitä kuuluu? Moro. Good day. Wonderful day. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna do network manager in Singleton. Get connected clients lists. Connected clients IDs. All right. I suppose that works. Can I just like go through this? So this is gonna be like the ID, player ID, and we're just gonna put this inside. Player ID, that doesn't go there. But does it work? Does it work though? Oh my freaking god, the commercials keep on coming. I will be there soon. Let me in! Oh, that's awesome. Hello, Evalare, good to see you. How's life? Give me a short version. I gotta end in a second. I gotta stop the stream soon. I gotta go pick up my son, but I really wanna know how Evalar is doing. How are you? Life is confusing. Tell me all about it, alright? Tell me all about it. So, we're not gonna do this now. We are just gonna put this thing in there. So, it's gonna be just string. And basically, if we kick button press. Let's do another one. So this is actually gonna be kick button pressed alternative lol. And we're gonna do a new one, this one. It's gonna be called that one. And we're just gonna do the well, I suppose it can be this. But it actually takes a player. Fuck. Yeah, this is very messy now. Very messy. Disconnect player, and it's gonna take long player ID. And instead of this, we're just gonna try to kick with the player ID. Let's try it out, all right? So this doesn't work up obviously, so we gotta put this into player ID equals player ID. We need a new value for that, and then instead of that, we are putting it here. Yes, that will 100% work. 100%. Döner kebab would be very good. I agree. 100% this will work. Too long didn't read, and in Finnish. Leikkaus kusee kaiken päälle, palkkatuki ei ole mahdollista tällä hetkellä, kaikki kivet käänty, pomoyhdistys on käynyt kaikki väylät läpi, että sais mut sinne oppisopimuksella, mutta eilen oli viimeinen päivä töissä. Okei. One second. Uno momento. Uno momento, por favor. Okei. Uskon, että palaan sinne vielä, eli tää on vielä tauko, mutta miten se jatkuu on toinen asia. Pääsin kouluun, musta tulee lähihoitaja, mielenterveyspäihde ainoman osaamisalalle. Hei, jotain huonoa, jotain hyvää. Let's go. Let's go. Lähihoitajahommat, ne on kyllä brutaalit, mutta niille on tarvetta. Niillä on tarvetta ja sitä kautta pääsee sitten kyllä parempikin hommiin, jos vaan jaksaa kouluttautua. Kuulostaa Eva Larsilta, että sulla on ihan hyvä juttu menossa. Mitä mieltä oot itse? Alright, I'm gonna host on this one and then we're gonna join on this one. And let's see if it works. Let's see if we can kick the other guy out. So F6. Okay, so I was not expecting to see 0 and 1 here. I was not expecting to see 0 and 1 here. So which one is which? So this guy is number 1. And so we are 1. So let's 0 is host. Alright, so let's kick the 1. Alright, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are we gonna be able to kick the client out? I'm just trying to get this motherfucker to the half of the screen. There. Alright, we're gonna try to kick this poor guy. So this guy is gonna be like, la 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 la, I'm just enjoying my stay. And then, boom. No. Nah, that didn't work. That didn't work. Oh man. That didn't work. So we're gonna be continuing on this tomorrow. It didn't work. Ihmiset on aivan ihania, ei haluaisi mua pois siltä ollenkaan, lämmittää sydäntä. Life kicks me in the head, but I am good at throwing punches back. Let's go! Let's go, Evalare. I'm just glad I got to hop in here even for a minute. It was nice seeing everyone for just a brief moment. Same. You too. You too. We are doing this every day, but I remember if you are busy during you know, work hours, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough catching my stream. Hey, but Evalare, I do wish you the best, and it's always nice to hear from you. Nice to hear from you. If there's, hey guys, if there's any new viewers, please drop a follow. We are gonna continue tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. It's gonna be a big day. We're gonna start building dedicated servers, and we're gonna push that into Unity game hosting, and we're gonna start testing how it feels with dedicated server. But let's go ahead and raid someone. Who should we raid? Anyone you guys wanna raid? Let's see if there's any new faces. Yeah, follow this guy. He's amazing, good humor, great music taste, and has the most heartwarming family. Oh, you're the best. You're the best, Evalare. So there's somebody learning dev from scratch. Okay, they have a cat. What is this? What is this? Looks like a... yeah, it is a cat. Oh, freaking ads. Pre-roll ads are the worst. I literally leave the stream if I see pre-roll ads. Somebody's doing pixel art. Someone doing Unreal Engine. Yeah, the freaking ads strike again. Gaming on Linux, Ubuntu. Someone's French. Someone's doing... we actually rated this keybind guy a while back. Deutsch, Among Us, developer, programmer live, ASMR programming. Oh man, I don't know. Game dev education with Tim Kane. Cancel me, please.
The Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh, I think we rated this guy. I think we rated this guy, so let's rate him again. Raid Micro Raptor Games. Hey, thank you everyone. Consider joining our Discord. You can go check out our YouTube as well. There's gonna be a new video after the alpha release. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. Catch you tomorrow, hopefully earlier if I sleep well. So 10 to 11 a.m. See ya then. Bye bye. Hey, Veke, welcome. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.